Hello everyone. Today I decided I'm going to be doing something a little different. Like I said earlier, I've been trying to expand the channel, doing other stuff, and one of the things I found is this search engine called Wibby, and it takes you to these very random websites, old school stuff, old web, Y2K era type stuff, and I thought you and I could go on it together and take a look and see what it has. Alright, so here's the web page that I was talking about, Wibby. I'm not exactly entirely sure how this works. All I know is that when you look through here, you can find pretty random websites, and a lot of them are pretty old. So without further ado, let's get after it. Here's the first website, and you can just see right off the bat that it is, I mean, like I mentioned, it just has so much more personality than most stuff you find, and it seems like it actually had some recent activity. 22/3/2025 sadly passed away. Oh, well, I wasn't expecting to go into that kind of territory this video. Oh, darn. But just clicking around other brilliant sites. Okay, so it looks like we found a gold mine for things that we can look at. Here we go. Take a look at that. How on brand. Let's go ahead and open that in a new tab. Well, never mind. I mean, I guess that's the nature of exploring the old web, isn't it? Here we go. This is taking us to a site called Patamon's World. Click here. A lot of the stuff seems broken. Partner site. Okay, cool. So there's more links up here that we can check out. The DigiZone, again, that's evidently that is just no longer with us right now. Hentai free. I am not clicking that. According to the news, the new line of Digimon toys will be put on the market this coming fall, inspired by the 5th season of Digimon Data Squad, brought to us by the people of Toei Animation. Toys will be for young boys ranging from 4 years old to 8. Just a relic of the past. Moving on. Here's another really interesting site that we found. Hotline Cafe. I haven't seen this at all, so we are completely in unknown territory here. Combat Baby. Now that is something I gotta click on. Okay. It looks like we have links to more sites, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna look for one. And we're gonna just see what happens. Time waits for no one. Obviously this is Neon Genesis Evangelion. I don't know, I can't read this, so we're just gonna click on it and see what happens. Alright, well, I guess this is really, it looks like that's all there is to this one. The last time this was visited was looks like last month, and they were the 579th person. Interesting. But it seems as though that's all there is for this one. Yeah, it looks like it's just a showcase of the music and some animations of Neon Genesis Evangelion. Alright, moving on. So, here I pulled up, we got our next site here. Evidently it might still be being worked on, which is cool. It's called Retro World 95 by Dad Gamer YOLO. Hi, welcome to my little tribute to Web 1.0 and the internet from the 90s. I guess you can call it my website. Also, to be honest, I might have Emoya, just because I just like old stuff. Maybe you may be asking, hey, my name, why would you pick GeoCities when that era didn't look as good as that era after that? To answer that, it's just because I use NeoCities to host my website. Fair enough. Alright. So let's go ahead and just take a look. Change the background to a slightly more original sky. Might add a more 90s website theme. the most recent JPEG I uploaded. Most recent, can't really see through the pixels on his last last upload. But let's go ahead and take a look at the shrines and see Sonic right at top. Ooh, starting off strong. Alright, so favorite Sonic games: Sonic Adventure 2 and Generations. Solid, just good choices. Favorite character: Sonic. Whoa. Opinion on Sonic Generations for the Nintendo 3DS: it's bad. Accomplishments: I beat Sonic Adventure. Right on, brother. Alright, let's go back to the shrines, and we'll check out one more before we go on. None of those worked, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and move on. So, yeah, we just clicked the random one, and we got a very bizarre site. Just by the looks of it, punksters.net. Don't know who these people are or what's going on with this, but let's just go ahead and dive right in and take a look. We might have found a rabbit hole here. The site is a free downloadable desktop wallpapers, so feel free to download one of them. I'm good, pal. I'm alright. Appreciate it, though. Alright, characters. Oh, it's a comic strip. Bing. His full name is William Bingsley. His nickname Bing was just shortened from his last name. Bing is the drummer. He's married to a wife that won't allow him to do anything. She gives him a hard time every time he goes to band practice or a gig. His wife is abusive towards him, and his 2 kids are brats. Well, okay, right on. Yeah, Bing works in an office environment. The running joke will be that he wears his punk rock garb to the conference room in a corporate environment. His boss calls him by his last name, Bingsley. So, his life sucks. Bang. His full name is Gerald Bangston, but they call him Bang for short. Bang is the guitarist in the band, and he's the most dedicated member to the group, and he basically runs the band. He's a workaholic when it comes to band matters. The harder he works, the more the others slack off. Darn. Crash. His name is Stanley Cash. Nickname is Stanley Crash because he's always getting into accidents with his cars. Alright. I am already kind of seeing, I guess, this is a comic book? Oh. Okay. We're just going to click on this one and this is very strange. The character models remind me of Kenshi. Super crack. Oh. Wow. Alright, I don't have much to say. It's kind of gross to look at. And I think we're just going to go ahead and move on. So this is an interesting one. Spacefacts.de. Current position of the ISS. Updates once per minute. Now that is pretty interesting that they're able to do this. And they're updating it every minute, I guess. Well, allegedly. I don't know. I click this and it doesn't work. Okay, so this link does seem to work. Heavens above. Starlink G10 through 20 launched successfully at 12:29 UTC on 14th August. This is actually one of the cooler sites I've seen doing this. Alright, not bad. But there's a lot to click through here, and it seems like we can get the gist of what this was, so we're just going to go ahead and move on. We've stumbled across a pretty interesting site here, Internet Death Cult of Fun. So let's just go ahead and see what kind of rabbit hole we just got ourselves into. In just a few moments, you will be hearing testimony from a few of our satisfied clients. But until then, let us take a moment to tell you all about the Internet Death Cult of Fun and what it can offer you and your loved ones. We have made this site easy for you, our future followers, to use. Simply read each page, click the next. Alright. Seems easy enough. Let's give it a shot. Alright, that was easy. You're almost one of us. You were already following directions from complete strangers. This is good. I bet you're wondering, say, what does this all have to do with me? Well, I'm glad you asked. First, the internet death cult of fun is not your average internet death cult. We only are death cult to offer a complete money-back guarantee. What about me? I bet you have thought to yourself about death and dying. Sure, we all have. I guess you've also pondered the so-called meaning of life. Sure, we all have. Bet you have wondered, where can I join a quality internet death cult? A death cult that offers its clients 100% satisfaction. Death cult that's fun. Okay, well, get to the point. Alright, let me just say the internet is fun, is fully functioning, self-serving. Join us. Okay. Whoa, what was that? Don't worry about it. Let's hear about what some other people are saying about the internet death cult. Nancy Zimmerman of Dalesdale says, before I joined Internet Death Cult of Fun, I was dissatisfied with the other internet death cults, but joining Internet Death Cult of Fun has given me new hope. I select the 100% money back guarantee if I'm not completely satisfied after joining the Internet Death Cult of Fun. Wow, nice words. Thanks, Nancy. What makes your cult better? Just about now, you're probably wondering, what can you offer that other internet death cults can't? Well, let me tell you. We, involved in the Internet Death Cult of Fun, once were members of other internet death cults. We saw they were mismanaged and decided to improve on the concept. With our fearless leader and a handful of other cultists, the Internet Death Cult of Fun was born. Tell me more. Alright. This has been funny a little bit, and it was charming at first, the humor of it. But my gosh, alright. I think I've seen enough of this. So we're just going to go ahead and I think this will be one of our last ones that we go through. But this is also a very interesting one, although some of the graphics are broken. It is what it is, I guess. Very strange. I do like the background, though. Do not be afraid. What are you doing here? Did you get lost, or is it that you have truly found yourself? Whatever the case may be, you are here now. You have willingly or not entered this plane of higher being, and you're ready to subjugate yourself to the eyes of higher powers. Okay, we must sacrifice our sanity. Alright. Cool. This site is very much a work in progress. Well, now you're just breaking my immersion. Let's just go ahead and click on this skull. Oh, well, hello. Your sanity has been thoroughly revoked from your person. You are now one of us, and you are never escaping. Your soul is no longer your own. It has been grinded into sand, sprinkled into the hungry graves of able-bodied heretics, from which we feed. The more it hurts, the better your flesh tastes. Well, alright. Interesting. Okay, so it seems as though, okay, all of these just take us to the same place. I guess they did say it was a work in progress. We ran into some interesting sites. Some of it was a little weird, but it was all pretty harmless fun for the most part, is what it seemed like. Certainly had a lot more personality than web pages have nowadays. You know, it wasn't as, corporate or as sterilized, sanitized, inoffensive as, things that you see today. So either way, that was pretty cool. And thanks for watching.